Okay, let's talk about something we've all worried about at some point. That moment you're in a close conversation and that little voice in your head asks, "Is my breath okay?" Well, today we're going to tackle that head on with a super simple 7-step action plan to help you feel fresh and confident no matter what.
Oh, you know that exact moment I'm talking about, right? You lean in to whisper something, or you're just chatting with a friend, and bam, you're suddenly aware of your own breath. It's such a common thing. But the best part is, it's also a completely solvable problem.
So, there's actually a fancy medical name for it, halitosis. But don't let that big word scare you. The cause is usually no big mystery. In fact, pretty much all the time, the source of the problem is exactly where you'd think it is, right there inside your mouth.
So what is actually going on in there to cause this? Well, the answer is surprisingly straightforward. And honestly, just understanding this one simple thing is the first huge step to fixing it for good.
And there you have it. It really just boils down to how well we're taking care of our mouths. Now, this isn't about making anyone feel bad, not at all. This is actually really empowering because if the cause is that simple, it means the solution is 100% in our hands.
Which brings us right to the main event of this whole explainer. Let's dive into the practical, actionable stuff you can literally start doing today. This is your 7-step action plan. Think of this as your complete playbook for fresh breath. We're going to walk through everything from the daily must-dos and professional tune-ups to a few surprising tricks, like how you chew and how much water you drink. So let's jump in. Okay, let's start with the absolute basics, the non-negotiables. Brushing twice a day, flossing once a day, that's your front line. But here's the game changer a lot of people miss, gently brushing your tongue. Why does that matter so much? Well, your tongue, especially way at the back, is like a shaggy carpet that traps little bits of food and bacteria. Those bacteria release some, well, not so fresh-smelling stuff. So yeah, you want to make sure you're cleaning that carpet every day.
Now, check this out. This is a really cool little piece of science. Just the simple act of chewing your food really well is a secret weapon. Chewing more makes your mouth produce more saliva. And saliva is basically your body's own natural mouthwash. It's constantly rinsing away food particles and neutralizing those odor-causing acids. It's like having your own built-in cleaning crew working 24/7.
All right, now let's talk about a couple of smart habits to add to your routine. Chewing sugarless gum is a great trick for keeping that saliva flowing, especially between meals. And super important, don't skip your professional help. A dental visit at least once a year is huge. Your hygienist can get rid of hardened plaque, that's called tartar, that your toothbrush just can't handle. Think of tartar as a little cement bunker for bacteria. Getting it professionally cleaned out is a massive win.
Finally, let's lock in your rinsing routine, because there are two key players here, mouthwash and water. Think of mouthwash as your nighttime warrior. You use an antiseptic one right before you go to sleep, and, this is key, don't eat or drink anything after. That gives it all night to work its magic. Water, on the other hand, is your all-day ally. Staying hydrated is so important because a dry mouth is a major cause of bad breath. So drink up and rinse with it often to keep things fresh.
So you see, when you bring all these little pieces together, you realize a fresh start is totally within your reach. This isn't about some massive, life-altering change. It's all about small, consistent habits.
It really all just comes down to these 7 simple habits. They don't cost a lot of money, they don't take a lot of time, but they have a huge impact, not just on your oral health, but on your confidence every single time you talk to someone.
So, as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with a question. Don't feel like you have to start all 7 things tomorrow. Just look at the list and ask yourself, which one can I start today? Which one feels easy? Because just taking that one small step is all it takes to start feeling fresher and a whole lot more confident.